Okay, it's Thursday, September the 5th, 2024. It's 9:18 a.m. Market opens in about 10 minutes. Let's take a quick look at my account. I have $332 total, and I also have $332 here available to trade with today. So, as usual, I'll use roughly half of this if I take a trade, and that will leave me another 150 or so to take a second trade if the market allows it. So I'll pause the video and I will return if I see a trading opportunity. All right, it's 9:40 a.m. We're 10 minutes into the market, and boy, another tough morning as far as the top movers are concerned. Not a lot to choose from at the moment. This HOTH I was watching earlier, it suspended on this large candle here, this large move up, and it just came out of that suspension. And it looks like it's going to suspend again here on the way down. It did suspend this time on its way down. So that's kind of how the market's been going this morning as far as the top five. Not a lot to choose from. So I will pause and come back if something changes. All right, I did not take a trade this morning. It was a very strange morning in the market. I was looking at the top five, and just everything was up and down constantly. Just a lot of indecision out there in the market. Nothing I felt comfortable for on taking a position on. A couple of these top gainers had halted 2 or 3 times. Just a strange morning this morning. But I want to show you something I almost did just a little while ago. I happened to take another look at the market just to see what's going on around 11:30, 11:40 this morning Eastern. And I was looking at this IVP I kind of stumbled on. It had was slowly coming up from down in here, and it was heading towards VWAP. It broke through, continued to show strength and momentum. Time and sales was kicking up. Things were looking good, and I almost entered a trade on this right around, on this candle here, right around $1.04. I had my order all made out, ready to go. I'm hovering over the buy button. I'm literally just seconds away from entering a position on this, and this happened. And this drop happened almost instantaneously. It was less than a second. It went from $1.07 down to 92 cents, just boom, right down into the dirt, and it has been there and stayed there ever since. But I want to show you this because I have to fight off the same emotions as everybody else out there. I realized it was 11:30 in the morning. I knew I was kind of trying to force a trade because I didn't trade this morning, and I wanted to make a trade. I wanted to pull a little money out of the market. It didn't happen. So I'm almost trying to force something here, but it was showing strength and it was coming up. And I want you to look at the volume right here where my mouse is circling. I'm watching the volume on these 3 large candles here, and if you can see, this first one is 178,000 shares traded. Not a great amount, but not too bad. The next candle, much higher, 400,000 shares traded on this one. And half of that amount on this third candle, 200,000 shares. Even though it was going up, the volume was decreasing. And again, I almost got in right here on this green candle around $1.04, but because the volume dropped by half, and I'm watching this as this is climbing up, I'm kind of watching the movement on time and sales, which was pretty good. I saw it cut in half, and that made me decide, well, I'm going to wait for one more candle just to see if I see strength here and it continues. I'm going to take a position and try to get a piece of this move. But as you can see, I would have got wrecked, and a lot of people did. A lot of these people have multiple thousands of shares. It was only $1 a share, $1.04. some of these people, here's somebody with 2,000, 1,000. Just I saw a lot of multiple thousands of shares. People were buying in on these candles here, and they took a massive beating. Now that's a 15-cent drop. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have multiple thousands of shares, that equals several $100s that you would have lost, and a lot of these people lost in literally less than 1 second. So something to look out for. I have to watch myself at times. I really wanted to make a trade, wanted to make something happen, but I kind of pulled the reins back on myself, luckily, and decided to wait for one more candle. It's a good thing I did. Just wanted to go over that, show you just another example of what to watch out for. If you're not careful, these kind of moves will get you.